What can I do to be better equipped to handle my wife's emotions? I feel like I have the emotional capacity the size of a coffee mug, and she's trying to dump a 5-gallon bucket into my small little cup. I'm getting completely overwhelmed, frustrated at times, and when this happens, I tend to shut down. This is probably our number one obstacle in our marriage is these emotions.
Yeah.
So any help you got, man, I'd be appreciative of it.
You love this woman, don't you?
Big time.
Yeah, I can hear it in you, man. Like, this isn't you complaining about her. This is a problem you want to solve. I could tell.
You got it.
Man. How long you been married?
We're coming up on 9 years next month.
First marriage for both?
Yes.
How old are you?
41.
Okay. Something happened that precipitated this call. What was the last big blow up?
When I expressed my emotions.
Give me an example.
Feelings.
Give me an example.
I was flying around the kitchen, washing dishes. I left the pans on the stove to dry. And she said, hey, why don't you just put away the pans? And I was trying to do 50 other things, clean up after the kids, dinner. And I took that as she didn't appreciate all that I was trying to do. Mm-hmm. So when I expressed those feelings, it hurt her feelings. Mm-hmm. And then that was the last biggest thing. But it continuously, like when we get in disagreements or arguments, it all boils down to her emotions and my lack of ability to acknowledge them, maybe. I think she would probably say that I'm not all there for her emotionally.
I don't hear that in the example you just gave. How are you not there for her emotionally?
Maybe it's
does she expect you just to take whatever she throws at you? Whatever she says, whatever she encourages you, however she lectures you, however she criticizes you, you're just supposed to accept that?
I mean,
because as you just described that one story, I feel like 100% I would have felt like you did. I'm in here trying to be a modern dad. I went to work all day. I'm trying to do these things. I'm trying to help. I'm doing the dishes. And I'm trying to get the kids squared up. And I know you're busy. And I'm trying to be a good guy. I'm trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to help. And the first thing that comes in here is not like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for you. It's a critique.
Right.
I'm totally with you. Totally with you. It's a thing I hear very common from men, which is I feel like I'm in a failure factory. When I don't know how to help because when I do help, I don't do it right.
I see that.
And then
I just know how I process like my feelings and emotions is completely different than, understandably how she processes hers. And I don't understand. And maybe like I've never had like a role model. As men, we don't get to see emotions and how they're played out.
That's right.
Man to man. So I don't want to like put this on her because she's a great woman, but I'm looking for some tools to maybe just help myself.
So let's do this. Let's look at emotions as simply lights on a dashboard.
Okay.
Emotions are not designed to tell you the truth. They're designed to keep you safe. So when somebody says, quit yelling at me, and you're like, I'm not yelling. Somebody's body literally may have felt attacked. And when your body is attacked, your eyes narrow, your hearing gets acute, right? You are ready for danger. And things can sound really loud when someone else is just like trying to talk over the kid that's babbling in the background. So emotions, trying to traffic in emotions together is really a fool's errand. It's a tough thing to do.
Okay.
Getting underneath that and saying, how can I love you right now? Is the only way I've seen couples be successful. And they do that in a bunch of different ways, but I haven't seen people be successful trying to manage each other's emotions. Because if somebody is struggling with the emotion of shutdown, then the other person's body just gets louder, which then causes the person to shut down more. Or when somebody's going over the top and somebody gets small to try to not provoke anymore, the person's not getting the rise that they need, and so they get loud, right? So it just becomes this wild firefight. And probably her being spicy is why you loved her. It's why you married her. It's why she was fun. And you being stable is probably what made her feel safe. And so there's underneath some of that, the emotion stuff is good too, right?
Right.
The deeper question is, hey, how can I love you today? Here's how you can love me. When I'm doing the dishes and you see me doing them wrong, it's like, let me finish them. And then when I'm all done and we're chilling, say, hey, here's a way you could really help out. If you can put this dish over here, do it like this. Or coming in and criticizing me all the time. Because here's what that can be. I would feel it the same way you felt it, which is I do it the right way and you're doing it the wrong way. Instead of, thank God somebody's doing it, period. We have a bunch of kids here and we're both tired. But those things are solved way upstream with, hey, how can I love you today? I'm going to need some help with the dishes tonight. Can you take dinner tonight? Hey, I'm texting you at 4 o'clock. I'm already out of gas. Can you do one of the bedtimes tonight?
Okay, I like that.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Now, let me ask you another question. Sometimes people in relationships, when one person gets more emotional and more emotional and more emotional, they're trying to get a sense of aliveness out of their partner. Are you in this marriage?
I am.
No. I'm not asking you. I'm saying like there's a. I want you to fight back. I want to feel passion. I want to feel aliveness. Do you get what I'm saying? And so some of it is
like
a commitment. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say some of the how can I love you today is a commitment to, hey, when you yell, I'll shut down. And I'm going to commit that when I start shutting down, I'm going to stay in the game. Because I know that you're not going to hit me. I know I love you, et cetera. And vice versa. When I start shutting down, I find myself getting rattled, like trying to get your attention. I'm not going to yell, but also please stay in the game and don't shut down on me.
Gotcha. So when I tend to shut down, she's essentially waiting for me to come back. But I'm... like, one, my frustration with her because I don't understand her emotions. And two, I'm kind of busy beating myself up because I don't understand. And I know that I have trouble stepping out of that silence to go reinitiate the conversation.
Where did you learn that silence is the best way to handle a challenge? Did you get hit as a kid?
No.
Was your house loud as a kid? Or did you have a parent who drank?
No.
Where'd you learn that?
It was yelling.
Okay.
Maybe I never, after the yelling part, I never really saw a resolution.
There it is. So maybe your nervous system learned at a very young age. When the yelling starts, we disappear because there's no solving anything here. And the next step is fist flying. I'm not being a part of this.
How do I get out of that, John?
You have to wade right through it. And you have to tell her this is hard and scary because you've probably heard me say 1,000 times on the show, the things that kept you safe as a kid will destroy your adult relationships. You're married to someone who wants that engagement from you, wants to know you're as passionate into this thing as you are. But if you just let the 9-year-old inside of you take over and hide and get out of this deal, she feels like she just lost her husband. And she's not handling it right either. She just dials up the intensity instead of gently coming in there and getting you back, right? Reaching across through that electric fence and grabbing your hand. But that's when people talk about doing the hard work. This is that work. This is you saying out loud, I'm feeling myself disappearing again. I'm feeling myself withdrawing. Taking a deep breath. And I have it in my toolkit. I'm going to reach over and grab her hand. And we've already talked about this when we were having breakfast together. When I grab her hand, she knows to stop talking because I'm trying to come back. I'm practicing coming back. And what you'll do over time is you'll teach your body that it's okay when things get volatile a little bit because you're both on the same team and no one's going to hit each other or set each other on fire or anything.
That's good.
And
good.
She has to be an adult too and say, I feel myself just wanting to scream and yell and see if there's any aliveness in my husband at all. I want to go get it. And she has to know the louder I get, the more his body shuts off. And so if I see him working really hard and everybody's going to be safe, I see him trying, everybody's going to be safe, I'm just going to say nothing. I'm going to bite my lip, bite my tongue. And then next time we get together, I'm going to say, hey, will you help me with this? And you have to promise if she says, hey, here's a better way to do the dishwasher, that you won't go into a shame spiral. I'm a loser. I'm such a terrible husband. I'm the worst ever. I can't believe she got stuck with me. You won't do that kind of stuff. Or if she comes in kind of hot and says, why'd you put those pans on there? That you can say, I'm just drying them off. And that you don't immediately go down because I'm a loser and I don't know how to participate in my own house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of that is you exhaling and choosing mindfulness. And all mindfulness is trying to extend the gap between what just happened and what you do next. It's just being aware of that next moment. It's the same thing people who struggle with addiction, who struggle with food, overeating. Like it's that I'm about to grab this thing, exhale real quick. Am I actually hungry? Do I actually need this cigarette? Do I actually need to text this person back I'm not married to? It's just stopping right before that action. And here's a funny thing that happened.
A challenge.
It's a big challenge, but this is the work to be done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be a jerk real quick. I'll be an ass here and say, if you don't do this work, you're gonna teach your kids the same cycle, and they're gonna do it too.
Gotcha.
And so the work is for you and for y'all, but it's also like this is change your family tree kind of stuff. And it's still gonna feel a certain way. The challenge is the work is to go do the right thing anyway. Because over time, your body will learn, oh, my wife is safe. We love each other. We're in this thing together. All of this, though, brother, starts with, hey, for 30 days, when we wake up, I'm bring you a cup of coffee just like you like it. How can I love you today? And then come up with a couple of signals for, hey, I'm getting overwhelmed. All right, I'm back. I'm just drying these things out, man. I'll get to them. I can't believe you didn't try them. I'll get to them. That's fine. And I'm not a bad dad. I'm not a bad husband. I'm doing my best. I'm good. And dude, none of us, it's just like shooting free throws, except it's in our heads and nobody taught us this. And I'm proud of you for even saying that out loud, for trying to do something you've never seen done before. It's impressive. I
appreciate that.
Okay. And hey, if she wants to call, I would love to talk to her as well, because I think there's this, it gets in a dance here. Man, if you guys want to reach back out and put in the heading, reach back out, man. And you've got our contact info if she wants to be on too, because I think there's a couple of things y'all can do together that I'll walk with you both through to stop this dance before it actually gets going. But man, can I just say one more time? The currency in the 21st century for men is emotional intelligence. How do I do this thing? How do I stay present and not explode? How do I stay present and not shut down? How do I meet my wife where she's at and stand firm? And that wasn't what our dads taught us. They had a different operating system. And so we are learning it on the fly. Brother, I am proud of you for standing in there and trying to learn something new. Absolutely incredible.